Hello and welcome. Okay, in all seriousness, hello. Today is Friday. It's Good Friday, April 18th, 2025. It's currently 4:38 p.m. Local for me in Salt Lake City. And I'm listening, in case you're curious, one of my favorite bands that I have seen more than most other bands I've seen a lot. There are a few bands I've seen like countless times. Like first that come to mind, Guilt to Spill. I've seen them like I say like a dozen times, easily a dozen times, probably closer to 20 if I'm being honest. But I don't keep track. But I wish I had. Anyway, my point is, this band is Yo La Tengo, and I have seen them so many times. Not enough though, because I can never get enough. I love Yo La Tengo. Anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit about what I'm writing about, because I had this whole little bit, and I'm mostly doing this for journaling purposes, because I was just pouring some coffee, and I had like almost like a stand-up routine, like play out in my head, and I wish that I had recorded it. So this is not the original, but what I was thinking about and the points that I want to address are about Mormonism. So, that's strong. Forgot to add cream. I have this anyway, I have this itch on my ankle and it won't go away. I'm gonna add some oat milk to my coffee real quick, and then I'm gonna come back and talk about Mormonism. Hang on. Okay. Oh my gosh, I was just thinking we have to leave here in a minute because we're going to go look at a bike. I'm so happy, you guys. But look how cute this is. It's a set. It's not. I've never used them as a set before, but I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start using them as a saucer and a mug. Why is it that I love tea parties so much? Anyway, coffee party. Oh, that's good. I'll put oat milk. I like that. Okay. Mormonism. Okay, this is the thing about Mormonism that drives me bonkers. I have like 2 minutes, okay? Because Robert's coming in here and we're leaving in a minute. But listen, this is my experience of Mormonism wrapped in a little nutshell. So, I was born and raised in a religion that taught me that I was better than other people. Okay. I was born into a planet full of however many million people. And you want to tell me God the Creator doesn't like the majority of the people that He Himself created on this earth? Bear in mind, the people who were educating me within this religious ecology didn't understand ecology the way I do. Because have you ever looked at a map of the world? Do you know how many languages are spoken, how many nationalities, how many different grades and colors of skin exist on this here planet Earth? We are just a mere fraction of existence in my little town that I was raised in. 4,000 people, mind you. And here I was told, nope, they all want to be just like you. And I go, okay. I mean, I believed it until I had the blessed and fortunate opportunity to live in Santiago, Chile. And I realized I'm no better than any other person on this planet. I am no smarter in some ways, only because I read a lot and I try to advance myself. I wasn't born any better than anyone else. And I started to look at life kind of like a board game, if you will. And I learned God works like this. The more I give to God, God meets me. So I reject Mormonism because it goes completely against my belief system. I think colonization is actually downright wretched of what a lot of things have happened. People become vulnerable. Don't even get me started talking about the genocide that occurred within this country before we being colloquially, sorry, like my own ancestors are part of the problem of this land in America. I see it. Anyway, I have a lot more I can share, but it sucks to know, as I explained to my beautiful Hopi friend over the weekend, Frances. Listen, actually, her name's not Frances, it's Francine. But listen, I just want to say, as I told my new friend Francine, it sucks to know that your family was on kind of like the wrong side. They call me a rainbow warrior for a reason. I see in color, I don't see in black and white, but my color is kindness. And I see black and white. If you're not nice, that's wrong. If you're going to claim that Jesus is your Savior, that entails understanding who Jesus Christ was, what he taught, like what he taught. And if you're going to monopolize and claim that you're the one and only true church, I would be so careful at ever mistreating any other soul, which is what the Mormon church does, by the way. I have this headache right here, my mastoid process. It happens when I get into my, anyway, gives me a serious headache to talk about these things because it's really uncomfortable. It's painful, literally, physically painful right now. But I have to do it because when you study history the way that I know and study history, and you pull yourself out and you try to let go of biases and you just look at objective facts for what they are, that's mental health, by the way. Just looking at reality at all costs. Like, that's when you look and you realize, oh, like, some of the stuff that's happened in this country we don't even talk about or know about, by the way. Genocide occurred in this country. And guess what? Mormons, not part of the good side. I would not be proud if I were a present day Mormon in the year 2025. Just saying. My whole family is. I warning people, like, this land is very sacred and the Book of Mormon is onto something because of it. But I'm telling you what, if you truly side with the God, the Creator, you would learn how to love your neighbors better, and you would learn how to apologize and correct your behavior. And part of correcting behavior is acknowledging the wrong that's been done. And a lot of white people in this nation have failed to even acknowledge the brutal wars that have occurred on this very land. I carry the weight of a lot of ancestral guilt. I've gone back and read I read some accounts that were horrific. I don't even know how to talk about it quite yet because it's very personal and it makes me... Anyway, I document for journal purposes because I feel like it's my duty and it's my right. Well, right, that's not the right word, but it's my duty and it is my right to talk about it too, actually. But I would just, for anyone watching me, if you're related to me, I would just ask you to please consider praying to God and asking for help and knowing how to discover truth. That's what I've been doing, and I have been exposed to a lot of things that I never knew before. So I rely on God, and I invite everyone else to do the same because there is only one God, the Creator, and I know that God is a good God. Despite some of the brainwashing tactics that I was manipulated with, I outgrew a lot of the immaturity that I myself had to outgrow in order to learn some lessons that allow me to see with more clarity. I've made so many mistakes. But I will own my mistakes. And I've offended a lot of people. If you're watching me, I do apologize. I don't want to offend. If my truth is offensive to you, that's something you have to look at within yourself. Now, I have changed drastically in the last several years. I'm candid about it because I want people to understand my story because I've learned so much from other people's stories. So, anyway, if you're watching, thank you. I have to go. But I just want to say, Godspeed.